And of course, if you're up against something that's immune to death, then he will use Gungnir Lance or Gunga Lance, as they call it here. So that should not be it on both. Yeah, put those on the camera now. So yeah, right. So now basically we have all the enemy skills now for this one, basically. And the reason of course why we don't do the tower right away is if you want all the enemy skills in the game, all of them, then you cannot do it yet, because the last enemy skill you receive, like the next enemy skill you receive at the end of this one, basically, like, you cannot, after you get it, you can immediately go and do the whole, you know, where it dies, spoilers, you know, but you can, of course, if you want to, instead, you know, you can go and, like you can go and try and learn a lot of enemy skills on it, but the very final enemy skill that you receive near the chocobo stage from one of his chocobos. Oh, this is really good. Yeah, enemy skills, so I call on. This is the fight that can be scary, or if there were more of the birds, because the birds, you know, can hit pretty hard. I forgot, yeah, you cannot use white wind outside of combat. Yeah, sadly not. Okay. Mus. I think it's of course you can get the kills one before you get the one to use your limit breaking up, by the way, so yeah. But that can be a pretty nice place to grind as well, you know. The explosions has pretty nice. And now we're basically done with pretty much everything that we need right now. Because you need to do the thing after the date. So yeah, let's deactivate encounters here. And now we'll visit the cold source again, but before we do that, we of course want to make sure we rest. Yeah, I'll take 50 gig of course. The funny thing is, of course, is that OMG Corel is so poor, but for example, you can like... For example, you can do not that, but for example, you can go here. You can be like, oh, buy 99 force stealers, and you give them basically 250,600 gil. And then it's like, oh, they shouldn't really be poor anymore after that, you know, if you get what I mean, you know, but yeah. Anyway, we want to save outside here. Yeah, let's go for a setup here, actually. Or almost. Press the wrong button there. So since this is with cloud only, let's go with the white cap. Let's go with the diamond bangle. And Yoshiyuki. And let's go with HP plus. HP plus. HP plus. And then you have one enemy skill. Counter attack is very nice to have. Long range is very, very nice to have. You can go with an MP plus, of course, to increase your MP. You can of course also go with like HP absorb linked with enemy skill, or like MP absorb if you want to as well. Or you could go like with like combining like added effect and give yourself status immunity against something else basically. Because we got Mini and Toad covered, so you could go for something else, you know, from other like status effect that's pretty bad, you know. Like Confusing Berserk. If you want to, there's like a lot of things you can go for if you want to. You can go for Sleep or Silence, you know, in case you get, you know, silence, you know, if you want to. But I'm probably gonna go with MP Absorb with that, and let's go with the HP plus there. There we go, and now we're ready. And if you win here, you actually receive some pretty nice stuff if you do. We're gonna see how things go here. There's only really 2 visits you need to do throughout the whole game basically. So yeah. That's the more wins we can record. Good. And of course here you can see how much you have. So I have 147. That should probably be enough to get on this, hopefully. And now we want to go to... I want to check the Wonder Square though, if they... because the rewards don't get increased if I remember correctly here. Or it should still be the same. And none of these are worth it. This one, the 500 one, I believe is just a carb nut. Which is incredibly stupid. You can of course grind ethers via it, but it's not really worth it. And if I remember correctly, one of the machines were better. Like one of the machines could give you much higher. Like one of the machines could give you 80 GP, but the other one could give you 150 or whatever. Except getting the 100 is harder than getting the 850 by now, but not by much. There's not that much of a difference. I think it's why the percentage chance is low if you switch between machines a lot, you know. You know, you will get it eventually, you know, even if it takes a while, you know, but when you have 3 times speed on, you know, things go so much quicker. But it's really hard to see then, like, how much GP you got, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, you can, of course, get incredibly lucky sometimes, you know, and stuff like that, so yeah. And I believe some of the other things, there is something that's like 15 GP or I believe 30 GP in one of the machines and 15 GP in the other one, I think. Just 4K. I would like to get like over 160 though. Didn't get a thing. 1 GP. And of course I believe if you have a turbo controller you can use spam and do the arm wrestling over and over if you want to, you know, and stuff like that. Now of course one thing though is that the fighting game that you can do, for example, I always felt like some of the bosses were like easier to defeat with a certain type of attack, like, oh, this boss seems to not guard as often against head attacks, or this boss like guards less against, you know, I think that was 15 EPD. It probably was, yeah. I'm just gonna try a few more times here to see if we happen to get super lucky, you know, and get like 100 or whatever, you know. And I believe in one of the machines you can also get the elixirs actually, if you're really, really lucky. Yeah, we got one. The elixir has a pretty low chance of being given. I think it's the second lowest thing next to the Dragon Geepy thing. Because in the other one you can see Mega Elixir instead of regular Elixir, but Mega Elixir isn't really better to be honest, because you know you use the Elixir for a certain specific fight. Yeah, I'm happy with that. The main problem is on the cost now. If we fail the fight, you know, then yeah, you know. Let's go to bed square. The thing is, one thing that I didn't know, and I did this wrong on the training file, if you choose not interested by mistake, and then even if you get 8 wins, you will never get the boots, basically. They're like the sprint shoes that she gives otherwise. And sadly, the points you get from the fight here you don't actually get to keep those points, if I remember correctly. It's a keystone. Long time no see, boy. You like that, huh? Can you let me borrow this? Sorry, but it's not for rent. Since it's been good to me in the past, I can only have it on one condition. One condition? Entertain me. What do I gotta do? Oh boy. Nothing all that difficult. It's Daterino. Show me your fighting skills. Yes, you boy. I'm expecting a good fight. And in the beginning you can just, you know, kill everything with melee attacks. Oh, I should put him in the back row probably. By the way, yeah, these are annoying, so you want to turn off that speed increase there. So do this. And I can white wind also. White wind gets rid of it immediately. And if we're lucky, you want 2 stones there again. See how much damage you can do with it. Time damage. That just basically deals damage to you. So against most enemies I just recommend you just attack basically. Okay, that's not too bad. These you might need to use a Medicon. And I believe they are actually immune to water damage, so try and well affected by darkness, which is not that big. Reno. I believe we get rid of it with white wind. But I believe also if you... Yeah, that doesn't get rid of it, okay. But I believe if you clear this battle, you get rid of it if you use clear one of the battles. Yeah, so there we go. Aqualung. Poison, oh no. Never will I do, I will poison, no, no. That's interesting. Is this the last one then? Probably. There's of course one attack that can kill you instantly, by the way, which is really bad if that happens. I forgot if it was if one of the head dies too quickly or whatever, I don't remember. Well done, young man, and as promised, you can take it away and I give you these two. Keystone, Protect Vest, Choke of Feather. So you receive basically a free Choke of Feather and a free Protect Vest if you basically clear all the 8 fights, basically, so yeah. And I believe you don't get to keep the things you got, the points, I don't think you get to keep. Yeah. You currently have 0 battle points, but yeah.